Hey friends, Tori here with Rocky Mountain Voice, and it has been a wild week across Colorado and the country, from ethics scandals and socialist victories here at home to election law battles and courtroom showdowns nationwide. We've spent the week combing through the chaos so you don't have to. Here is what's making headlines in your Mountain Minute for November 7th. In Montrose, a conservative stronghold once seen as the last firewall against Colorado's progressive wave, the recall of Commissioner Scott Mijares is erased that line in the sand. Writer Sean Pond says the blueprint that flipped Colorado blue is now complete, warning rural counties that if it can happen in Montrose, it can happen anywhere. He calls it a leash on the mind, not a boot on the neck, urging conservatives to wake up before the freedom they take for granted disappears. Meanwhile, in northern Colorado, the Fort Collins chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America quietly celebrated big local wins, sweeping races in Greeley-Evans, Poudre, and Thompson school boards. While the DSA's only official endorsement lost, 15 of their 22 recommended candidates won, proving the left's long game on local power is paying off. And 12 Democratic lawmakers here in Colorado are under fire after watchdogs accuse them of violating Colorado's ethics laws. According to Colorado Common Cause, legislators accepted luxury hotel stays, meals, and travel worth about $25,000 paid for by One Main Street Colorado, a group backed by Xcel Energy and Occidental Petroleum. The complaint says that the lawmakers' Opportunity Caucus event blurred the lines between policymaking and pay-to-play politics. And over in Aurora, a deep dive into State Senator Eamon Judah's ties to extremist activists has conservatives sounding alarms. Judah spoke at a Denver conference featuring pro-Hamas speakers and figures like Linda Sarsour and Mark Lamont Hill. Writer Anaf Kalam calls her Colorado's Zohran Mamdani counterpart, saying her activism replaced representation with radicalism. And at Colorado State University, anti-racism professors are facing a federal investigation for creating a hostile learning environment. Instructors bragged about intentionally making white students, quote, uncomfortable, promoting Fair for All to file a complaint with the U.S. Department of Education's Civil Rights Office. In national news, the Justice Department is reportedly exploring ways to transfer former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters to federal custody, shortly after President Trump called for her release. Peters, convicted in Colorado for her role in an election data breach, has become a lightning rod in debates over election integrity and political prosecution. And in Washington, Democrats continue fighting efforts to require proof of citizenship to vote. A Clinton-appointed judge struck down Trump's executive order enforcing it, calling it unconstitutional. Meanwhile, America First's Legal's petition to the U.S. Election Assistance Commission has sparked over 380,000 public comments, one of the largest grassroots push for election security in recent history. And in a quiet but major move, Congress just used a little-known law, the Congressional Review Act, to reverse Biden-era BLM land restrictions. The resolution restores millions of acres of public land for use in Montana, North Dakota, and Alaska, sending a clear message that Washington overreach won't go unchecked. And finally, the pro-life movement is uniting to stop taxpayer funding for abortion providers before it's reinstated next July. Lila Rose and other leaders are pressing Congress to permanently defund Planned Parenthood, arguing that America can't celebrate freedom while subsidizing the killing of American children. And that's your Mountain Minute for today. Seems like we had a lot to cover, and I'm sure there will be only more next week with all the election outfall. So stay here for more sharp, unfiltered, and built for truth news. You can read all of these stories in full at RockyMountainVoice.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter so you never miss what the mainstream won't tell you. Have a great weekend, friends. And don't forget, stay sharp, stay bold, and stay in the fight. We'll see you next week.